Welcome to another edition of Wolf Talk, live on KVCK, keeping you up to date on local issues that affect you and your community with live in-studio guests. Wolf Talk with your host, Brandy Lynn Lauber.
And yes, we have a wonderful guest in studio right now to tell us all about a new group and a new, I guess you could say, something coming to Wolf Point, which is always a great thing to hear about. I have Xanthia Jackson, CEO of the Lice Angels of Wolf Point in studio. And Xanthia, it's a little bit cold out there, so I'm guessing you're happy to be inside talking with us, even though you're on the radio today.
Absolutely.
Now, Xanthia, tell us a little bit about Lice Angels. How did it come to be?
In August, during quarantine, I and my daughter wound up getting head lice, and I just thought that was, interesting because we were in quarantine. So, actually, head lice was something that I was very afraid of because of, growing up and trying to prevent it and have it happening. And when you do get it, it's just such a nightmare.
Yeah.
So I was always concerned for my daughter to get head lice because I didn't know how I would go about handling that. Well, and I ended up, prior to getting head lice, coming across a TikTok page in Australia, and it grabbed me. It grabbed my attention, and I was like, oh my gosh, I really wish I wasn't afraid of head lice because that looks like something we could use around here. And then we ended up getting head lice. So I'm like, interesting. So I had a relative send me another page, and this was the Lice Angels TikTok page, and I was so moved. I was so moved to the point where I just kept reaching out to Miranda. She's the CEO of the Lice Angels. She, at that time, only just had her shop. So when I reached out to her, she was, interested in franchising. And so she sent me back some numbers and prices for what, she would, allow as a franchise fee. So then she advertised it, and it was just something that I could not afford at all. It was very discouraging, and I kind of gave up just a little bit and continued on with life. And a couple weeks later, she asked how I was doing, and I got, moved again, like, oh, she's still interested in me. And so I just kept on with it, and I started raising money ever since, and I didn't give up. Kept praying.
That's what you got to do when you believe in something, I guess. Now, so Lice Angels was started where at originally, before it franchised out then?
In Corpus Christi, Texas.
Oh, okay. How long has it been around?
4 years.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's fresh. And so I'm sure she's getting franchises all over the place because this is an issue everywhere.
Yes, it's worldwide. She has products that she ships worldwide, and Brazil is one of the places that I know of that she's shipped to. She has 3 locations in Texas now, one in Kentucky, and then one here in Montana.
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And so I know you had to do a lot of fundraising. How was it getting the whole process going, once you decided, hey, yeah, this is something I was going to do?
I originally saw some hot chocolate bombs, and I just thought, that looks like it'd be fun to make and sell. It was not. They're very hard to make, very stressful, and some people were just asking me, do some fundraisers. We would really like some bingos, virtual bingos, prize bingos, and so I did. I did that. I didn't want to do it because to me it just almost felt like it was a handout. But let me tell you, fundraisers are not a handout. That is 24/7 work right there. That was very, very hard. And I gave away most of the money I earned just because it felt right. And I still have a lot more to raise. I did not want to do it that way, but I was not a candidate for someone who can receive loans or grants. I've tried, and I've reached out to as many people as I can on that, the tribes and some board members, and it just wasn't looking, in the way that I thought it would go. So
where are you in the process right now? Where, you have a location, and, where are we so people know, hey, I need to need to...
So I have a she shed.
Okay.
It just arrived today. I just posted it all over Facebook, and we have it outside my house. So it's a little private since it's, in my housing area where I live. So it's not like right in the public, but my mission is to normalize head lice so that no one is afraid to ask for help and they don't have to feel ashamed. Parents feel like, if they're, people saying that we're neglecting our kids because they have head lice. Well, that's not the case. We are struggling. Like, we have people who just genuinely need help and are ashamed that they have it because they don't want people to speak about it, gossip, and make them feel, bad about getting it when it's just like a mosquito bite. It happens.
So when people come to you, what services are you going to be able to offer? How can you help them?
I have appointments, such as a consultation, which they will have to do before the appointment to get an idea of what level of an infestation they are. And right after that, we'll move into the appointment itself and have the lice removal treatment done. The process takes about 45 minutes. And then we will have a mandatory follow-up. That's where I will be able to guarantee my services to allow them to see that they don't have head lice. And if they do, they'll be treated again for free. If they don't come within that 1 week's time, they would have to pay again if that's something they wish to do. But if they come, do what the contract says, I will be able to guarantee my services.
Now, I'm sure education is part of this as well, too, how to take care of the situation in a home as well, right?
Correct. Yes, I have a contract that gives them the knowledge of how to clean their home and to do it in a way where the head lice ain't living in their furniture, in their brushes, on their bedding, and their clothes, and their toys, so that they can have an idea on how to properly clean it so they're not reinfested within that week's time.
It's such a tricky situation, with that. I mean, yeah, you go and you take the child someplace to have the lice removed, but then, oh, I forgot about this. Oh, gosh, I forgot about that. And,
Correct.
it's a big process.
It is. It's a big process. And I also, try to inform them as much as I can how important it is to clean their house, because it is a big step that they have to do on their part. And I always tell them, you do the house cleaning, I'll do the head cleaning.
There you go. That works perfectly. Now, are you just like one of the very few services in this region, I'm assuming?
Yes, Miranda, she wants to franchise to other locations, but only so far apart, so it doesn't affect, her other branches. As of right now, I believe that I'm the only head lice clinic in general in Montana. If there are others, I'm not aware of them. But for the Lice Angels, there's only one, and that's me.
That's you.
Yeah, of Lice Angels of Wolf Point.
Now, how can people help you out, since you are kind of a nonprofit organization trying to get going on this and help our communities in the area? How can they help you?
Well, I have gift certificates if they want to donate to kids in need of head lice cleaning. I have a grand opening this Friday. I will have a Chinese auction. The pages are $30, and I have a door prize of $5,000.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing. So, and getting a hold of you, I'm sure you're available on Facebook, phone, all sorts of different places?
Correct. Facebook is probably the best option.
And do they just type in?
They could search my name, Xanthia Jackson. I don't
Okay.
get notifications for the business page, so I'd prefer if it was my personal page. And I can just send them virtual tickets. They'd know what their number is. The auction is Friday, so if they want to come in, they can get their page at that time, and they can put, their auction tickets and what prizes they wish to win, or I can just put them in random ones, however they want to do it.
And did you want to reveal, I guess, your location so that people could actually stop by on
Sure.
Friday for the grand opening?
Yes, it's at 813 West Cascade here in Wolf Point. It's in the West End housing area.
And look for the she shed, right?
Correct. There is no sign right now, so you'll see a shed. You'll see the 813 on my house, but it's pretty obvious.
Are you hoping that you'll be able to branch maybe into a physical location that's not just your she shed, or are you just kind of thinking, hey, she shed's pretty convenient?
I like the idea of a she shed, but I don't know what the future has in store. So right now I just like the she shed.
Now, if people need help with a lice situation, how can they reach you?
They can reach me at my number, 406-650-0702. And if I don't answer, they can leave a message. They can also reach me on my business page to set up an appointment at the Lice Angels of Wolf Point on Facebook.
Great. And any other thing coming up, Xanthia, that you're planning and scheming about in the next month or two or so?
I do have some really good news that I want to share. It's not happening yet, but
okay.
I want to save that till it's, a little more official. I really am praying that it works out because it'll be something amazing for our community and our people. So we'll leave it at that. Something interesting.
When you're ready to announce it, you can come back and talk with us again, and we'll get the good news out to everybody.
Yes.
Anything else, Xanthia, about Lice Angels of Wolf Point? Or
Yes, actually, we do have a preventative line too. So people who don't have head lice, we have a preventative line, so you don't have to get head lice. We have hair scrunchies, shampoo and conditioner, 18K hair serum. It's just like oil that makes your hair soft, and leave-in conditioner. So those are some of the preventatives, and they smell really good. So we have those if you just want to shop the preventative line. And I suggest that if you have kids in school, that might be something smart because they are wonderful.
Yep. And preventative, then you don't have to worry about it.
Yes.
Anything else, Xanthia?
I think that's everything.
Well, great. Well, welcome to Wolf Point. I know you're from here and you've been living here, but welcome Lice Angels to Wolf Point. I know there's a lot of people out there really excited about this service. It's been the talk of the town for quite a while. So
yes, since October.
Well, get on down there for the grand opening. What hours are you having the grand opening on Friday?
I want to start the hours at noon and until tickets are sold, but I'm ideally hoping till 5:00 p.m.
Okay.
So.
And then once you have your winners, you can even let us know and we can announce them on the air for you.
Absolutely. Yes, I'd love that.
Well, thanks for stopping by, and we'll look forward to seeing you again sometime soon.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to today's live edition of Wolf Talk on KVCK with Brandy Lynn Laba. Join us again for more community topics and local guests to keep you informed on issues that affect Northeast Montana. Wolf Talk on KVCK.